What's up, ladies and gents, Ghost here, and today I'm taking a look at the new expansion set for Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. So it's definitely been a long time since I set foot in Sanctuary and played Diablo 3. I played it quite a lot when the game was initially released, got up to max level, did a bit of farming, and then I sort of put the game down. But I really did enjoy the game with the time I spent with it. So I was pretty stoked when there was a new expansion coming out, and for any of you guys who are thinking about picking up the game again, I figured I would cover some of the features that are coming with the new expansion. So first of all, we have a new class. This is the Crusader. I've started leveling one here, and as you can see, I'm almost at level 10 right now. This is a really enjoyable class to play. In fact, it really reminds me a lot of the Paladin from Diablo 2. If any of you guys are old enough to remember playing that game, that was actually one of my favourite classes. So with the original release of Diablo 3, I was somewhat a little bit miffed when there was no Paladin or any class that was similar to the Paladin. I felt like that was kind of lacking, so I was utterly pleased when they announced that it was going to be something similar to the Paladin for the Reaper of Souls. As you can see, we have a lot of shield-based skills for this class here, and it's going to be a short to mid-range melee combat fighter. Now, on top of the new class, we also have a brand new Act 5. And in true Diablo style, we have a new antagonist who once again is trying to bring back Diablo. This time it's Malthael, who is formerly the Archangel of Wisdom, and he used to be in the Angiris Council along with Tyrael, and he's now returning as the Angel of Death. So he's gone bad, just as most people in Diablo tend to do, and he's trying to bring Diablo back. Most of this act takes part in Westmarch. Now, along with the new acts, they have gone and raised the level cap up from 60 to 70, and along with that, there are a number of new skills that can be learned with each class. So I am playing as the Witch Doctor, as you can see here in the background. I've got a new primary skill for that class, and I'm pretty sure all of the other classes will be getting a new primary skill as well. You also get a new passive slot, so once you ding and hit level 70, you will no longer have 3 passive abilities, you will actually be able to equip 4 instead. Now, on top of the new act and the new class, they have also made a number of changes to the endgame. First off, they have brought a brand new mode into the game. Instead of just playing the normal campaign, you can actually play adventure mode, which is essentially a mode where you have to get bounties by killing certain enemies, and you get waypoints, so 5 waypoints for each act. You can decide whatever order you want to do those waypoints, so you can go to any waypoint within any act at any time, and the goal is to clear all 25 of the waypoints, and they're supposed to be a little bit more randomized, so it's not just like farming the campaign, playing through the same boss fights over and over again in order to get loot. On top of that, they now have a system called Nephilim Rifts, which you can open by gaining specific keys. You can get some of these keys by completing the bounties in adventure mode, and once you open one of these rifts, it's a sort of 15 to 20 minute random dungeon where you will find bosses and bounties that you wouldn't necessarily normally expect to be in those certain places. They've introduced a new artisan into the game, so instead of just having the blacksmith, we now also have the mystic artisan, which allows you to transmogrify your gear and enchant it. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, then you'll probably be familiar with a transmogrification. It essentially allows you to take a piece of armor or weapon, put it on the mystic, and you can actually change the look of that armor or weapon. Enchanting allows you to bestow magical abilities that will buff certain stats on weapon or armor. So all of this stuff for me has really breathed a new breath of fresh air into the game, and even if you're not thinking about picking up Reaper of Souls, if you have Diablo 3, guys, I would really recommend going back and giving it another look, because they've really made a lot of changes in a big patch that came to the game just before Reaper of Souls was released, and this is free for everybody, this patch. And I'll tell you guys now that amongst those changes in the patch, they have completely done away with the auction house, so there's no gold auction house, there is no money auction house, there is no auction house at all. Now it's all about questing and gaining gear for your specific character. They have lowered the amount of drops you will get from enemies, but raised the amount of rares and legendaries that you get, and better optimized things so that you will get more drops for your specific class. On top of that, they have given the Paragon levels an infinite cap, so there essentially is no cap now for Paragon levels. You can get to level, 1050 or whatever. Apparently they're just never ending, but I'm guessing once you get pretty high, it is going to take you like centuries to gain one Paragon level, theoretically at least. But This is a really cool idea, you know. It's going to be interesting to see how many people can get a really high level. I know there are some streamers out there at the moment who have a ridiculous level of like 580 or something. I think that guy is the highest Paragon level in the world right now. And they have also changed up the difficulty levels. So before, last time I was playing Diablo 3, we had Nightmare, Hell, and then Inferno mode. Now they've changed it so it goes normal, hard, expert, master, and torment, and you can change these modes on the fly. You can turn the mode down without having to restart the entire act if you like, but you can't necessarily always turn it up. You will have to, I think, restart the quest, but it's supposed to be a system where you can change the difficulty a little bit more on the fly. Now, Torment is the hardest difficulty level, and actually within the Torment difficulty, there are 6 different levels. So there's a slider you can select. You can go Torment 1, which is the easiest of the Torment difficulties, all the way up to Torment 6, which is supposed to be the most difficult. And as you turn up the difficulty level, you will gain more experience and more gold, more magic find. So like I say, guys, you might want to go and check this out. I know a lot of you will probably be scratching your heads and maybe you're even wondering what Diablo 3 is. I'm pretty sure it can't have escaped your attention. If you ever go on Twitch, you'll notice that Diablo 3 is usually one of the sort of top, 5-10 games that's being streamed at any given time. So if you've never played this game, I would really recommend picking up the base game. It's a great experience. It's a hack and slash game, you can just hack through 50 enemies at once, level up your character, and it's just an absolute blast, man. I'm going to be streaming this game around now, actually, until Naval Strike comes out. I am, of course, always going to keep my main focus on Battlefield 4, but coming up at least to the arrival of Naval Strike, I'm definitely going to be streaming this game some more. And if any of you guys out there own the game, you're playing Diablo 3, you're playing Reaper of Souls, because I've seen a few of you on the stream saying that you have the game, then feel free to add me on Battle.net and maybe we can get some games going together whilst I'm streaming. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this little overview of what's new and coming in Reaper of Souls. I'm probably going to do a little video going a little bit more in depth on the new class, the Crusader, because I am going to level that character up and I may even make it my main character. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below and a comment to let me know about that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.